grab a diaper.
It's a swell guy.
Be gentle with her. Lay down. Lay down. Lay. What about Abigail? Yes, I see her. Lay, Nathaniel. Dinosaur. 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 Say d. 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 No TV. Don't throw toys. That's rude. Nathaniel, here. No? He doesn't want it. How about this red car? Are you sharing with your sister? Very nice. Very nice. Can you do that? Close your mouth. Open. Open your mouth. And then say, close. Close your mouth. Yeah, just. You need some help, Nathaniel? Huh? So, as you can see, this kid does not speak at all. He can nod his head, yes and no, but that's about it. So I actually think, I know, we need to start taking him to speech therapy. As a parent, it's like, you know, you don't want to, you're afraid to admit that like something is, I don't want to say wrong, but not normal. And
I'm making a scratch.
And that's where we were for a long time. Just, no, buddy. And just, you know, the fact that it's like, oh, he's okay, he knows how to communicate and stuff like that, but now it's getting to the point where, you know, he's getting frustrated because we don't understand him or whatever when he's asking for stuff. It's a little bit easier for me just because I'm home with him all day, that like I just kind of know what he wants, but he needs a little bit of assistance. And as you can see, Nathaniel, look at me. I'm sure you probably noticed, but his shirts are like soaking wet in almost every video because the dude never closes his mouth.
Mommy, look.
Never. Like, and you know, Rodney said something a couple of days ago and he was like, man, this boy never closes his mouth. And like he drools all the time. We thought it was just teething or whatever, but it dawned on me like he never closes his mouth. So maybe, you know, he just doesn't know how to close his mouth to form words and stuff like that. So I definitely think that it's time. Nathaniel, get off the floor. I definitely think it's time for him to go see a therapist. Nathaniel's like a fairly independent kid, so it's kind of hard to like give him the attention that he needs, you know. The hardest thing with having 4 children is like making sure that they all get enough attention. And that's one thing I've noticed, like Eli specifically and Nathaniel, because they're in the middle, you know, it's that middle child syndrome. Like I'm a middle child too, so I know you know what the deal is. And just like the oldest one gets the attention because they have more responsibility. You're asking them to do a lot more things. And you know, the youngest obviously is the youngest, so they need more attention. So what I'm finding is that, well, it's twofold. It's nice because Josiah's gone at school, and so I'm able to give Eli a little bit more attention, and also Nathaniel too, because like obviously, you know, like Abigail's sleeping right now, so I can kind of devote a little bit more attention to him and try to do some speech therapy stuff with him and just like developmental things. And I don't know, it's easy to beat yourself up about stuff like this, like, oh, I'm not spending enough time with my kids, and like they should be, you know, at this level, and you compare your kids' progress to everybody else's kids' progress, and you know, you just start beating yourself up about stuff. And in all honesty, like, if they're not walking by the time they're 1, okay, but they're gonna walk at some point in their life, right? Like, if they're not talking by the time they're freaking, what, I don't know how old Nathaniel is, he's almost 2, like, he's gonna be, we know he's gonna be talking at some point. So it's kind of hard not to beat yourself up about that type of stuff. But all this comparing, like, I don't know, I'm just in a mood lately where I'm just like, we all need to stop comparing ourselves to one another and feeling like people are going to judge you because your kids are not in a certain place academically or whatever. Like, I don't know, as mothers we should be supportive of one another, because we all go through phases where, Nathaniel, what, there's nothing up there for you. Your toolbox is in there. Go see your toolbox. But yeah, like I'm just in a place where we all need to stop judging one another, feeling like, not even judging one another, but it's the feeling of having to impress, or, you know, feeling like somebody is judging you for where your kids are at. Like, you know, nobody's gonna think you're a bad mom if your kid doesn't talk, you know, like, or if, I don't know what other scenarios there are to deal with. Why don't you guys leave in the comments what you think people would judge you for your kids? I don't know. Right now I'm just in a place where I'm like, let me give my son the help that he needs. And, you know, and I'm sure like when he's talking, I'm not going to be able to shut him up. So I'm actually like kind of okay with that. And now you hear Abigail, I'm sure. I gotta finish folding these clothes and get baby girl. I'll talk to you soon. Bye. Abigail. Abigail. Gentle. Penguin? Not on her head. No, not on her head.